What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Brickhead. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is IKillUDie. The map is Alfheim. And this is a best of 3 for the Champions League. Just had a fantastic balanced discussion. Balanced chit-chat about all the crazy ideas in my brain and how everybody disagrees with me. It's great. It's fantastic. Now we're in the game time. Watching some Odin versus Ra here. This is an interesting matchup. Very difficult for the Odin player to win this one. It's just simply because it's Alfheim and you never know where the gold mines are going to spawn. But I feel like this map here has spawned very nicely for Brickhead indeed. There's this gold mine over here, which is actually really nice for IKillUDie, but it is a risky one. If Brickhead holds on to his forest fire, he can forest fire this and then prevent this gold mine from being a thing. With a wall across here for IKillUDie, plus this town center being secured, he just bashes through the wall, forest fire this, and then this gold mine is no longer securable. All that being said, there are gold mines on the direct other corner of the map as well for IKillUDie. So this may come down to Brickhead getting a gold staff here with Odin. It's definitely possible on this map. He's actually also found some of what looks to be IKillUDie's food here. Actually, it's IKillUDie's food's over here. Does he know about? Ooh, IKillUDie coming in. 5 gatherers against 6 laborers here. This is not good for Brickhead, who will immediately run away. There's also this pharaoh here that's gonna be doing some things. Brickhead's just leaving that one. Oh, the Ulfsark almost getting caught out here. Very low on the HP. He knows about this food over here, so I'm surprised he hasn't just gone for it. But I guess Brickhead can just sit here. 5 gatherers being idle versus 6 gatherers and a pharaoh being idle is definitely in the favor of Brickhead. But Brickhead's going for this one here. You do not want to fight this. I'm pretty sure these villagers don't get healed up with Odin's bonus as opposed to the Skraeling. But Brickhead sending more villagers in here, going to be pushing IKill off of this location here as they come in. One very low gatherer here, another one over here does almost snipe the pharaoh, does get the pharaoh there. Now the gatherers are going on top of those laborers here. Brickhead not doing this to the best of his ability. Almost lost 2 gatherers so far. Oh, but there's a laborer just about to die. Brickhead's gatherer going to be retreating back to the home base there. Another gatherer does die. That's 3 dead gatherers there for 1 laborer and 1 pharaoh. Nice play for IKillUDie, but IKillUDie not paying attention over here to this villager that's sitting idle. Brickhead could have drawn that in to the town center here and then sniped that one with the town center, but instead he's just going to sit here on this location and have that for himself. And while this is all been going on, question is, has Brickhead been able to continue producing villagers or not? And it looks like he has. So that's pretty wild. And now there's still over here this hunt that that Brickhead can move on to. And dropping that Blanket of Empress Zoe may matter because that's a fairly strong relic there. And we have the Odin's Wand over here as well, which obviously IKillUDie is going to want to have to reduce the cost of Shadoof. And we are seeing a little bit of idle town center time here from IKillUDie just based on that early villager fighting, which is going to be huge for Brickhead. Which is what you want. And we do see this Skraeling coming back, going to be throwing up a temple. It's going to be a very late advance time for both players here. If we check out the resources, we see Brickhead's getting close to the next age, but at 4:15, it's probably going to be like 4:30, like 5:30 advance, or even later. He's also just about to run out of deer. Does he have enough food? He's getting close. There's only 100 food in here, so unless these villagers were holding on to 150 food, he may not have it. It's going to be very, very close here. Is he gathering food from home? No. He's building dwarfs though. He can also build another dwarf if he needs to. We do see, yeah, he's short on that food by just a little bit. And he's going to have to build another dwarf anyway for the gold. And he's going to be advancing at 6 minutes. And IKillUDie on the other hand, how's he doing? He's getting close, 220, but he's still a couple of villages off, so still going to be a 6-minute plus advance time. But as they've both delayed their advance time, it's not going to matter too much. Safe gold mine as well, so totally fine. And now Brickhead's on this location, got his ravens out, he's going to be advancing. He's going, no, he's not advancing yet. Building another village, he didn't quite have the resources there. Surprised he didn't just wait for that one, but I guess it doesn't matter. And IKillUDie going to be advancing as well. He's actually delaying or cutting a villager there, 2-click advance, and there's the tar, 525. It's going to be a 6-minute 25 seconds, so a very delayed classical age here, which may give Brickhead the time to produce enough units to stop a town center. And if we look over here on IKillUDie's perspective, he has not found a safe second town center over here. He doesn't know it's here. It could be here, or it could arguably be here. I doubt he would. I don't think he can ever spawn in this corner over here, but it could definitely spawn here in this black fog, or up here in this spot. And especially because he's seen these two town centers here. I think he's seen this one. I think he spotted this settlement, but he may not have. But you could, if you've seen both of these town centers, you could make a fairly educated guess that is on this corner here and not over in this black spot. But I don't know. Maybe it can't spawn that. Oh, he sees there's actually a little wood thing here, so he should know that there's trees here as well. So that means no town center on that spot. He's going to come off here. We do see the raven flying in. He may be using an automatic forest fire over here, but I prefer him to hold on to it so he can open up this gap here to hit this where IKillUDie feels like he's going to be safe. And we do see IKillUDie going for this town center over here. That's incredibly ballsy, going for this one. There are Auroch over here that he can eat, which is huge for him. And where is these villagers walking straight into this as he's clicking onto these Auroch over here, and the priest and the Wadget already here as Brickhead sees the town center going up. He's going to be retreating away from here now. We do see a second town center coming up now for Brickhead. He's also got all of these elk back here as well, so that was a little bit of a risky move there. And now IKillUDie's actually got access to these Auroch as well, so even though Brickhead stole away all that food, we left his ox cart behind. He's going to be bringing it back in. May actually have to get up a watchtowers here. Do we see him getting anything? He's getting husbandry. With Pharaoh and Priest being aggressive like this, sometimes you do need to get those watchtowers out. We just see the garrison micro there to keep the ox cart alive. And now Brickhead's going to be under some fire here, but the town center just about to get up. Ursa coming over here. This may just be a shifting sands from IKillUDie to pick off these 3 Ursa. It's a lot of resources there. And IKillUDie has been very much so. Oh, what's this? That's a big misclick there by IKillUDie. He's looking for the cows, and the cows are spreading out over here. Nice job by Brickhead, and he only shifts 1 cow there. Nice clutch play from Brickhead to move those cows away as those units were moving in. No Herso were pulled out. We do see that while this is all going on, the Valkyrie's doing some good damage. We see some spearmen starting to get built by IKillUDie, who wants to put the pressure onto Brickhead, who does have an exposed gold mine here. But there is a nice, safe gold mine in this corner here that's relatively close to the town center. We've got some raiding cavalry getting built by Brickhead as well. And we've got the Pharaoh and the Priest coming over here. This Valkyrie could move in and snipe the Pharaoh yet again. 28 HP. The Valkyrie does, 6 damage in attack, so he could have easily picked that one off. I mean, it was only 15% hack armor as well. We do see some really forward military buildings here from Brickhead. I'm not sure what the plan is here. There is an option to move through this location, forest firing this here to open this up, back gold mines over here as well, because this is very nicely defended by IKillUDie at this point. And there's not, I mean, he could probably break through this. I don't think this is in range. Maybe up the top, maybe down the bottom is in range of the town center. He could probably break through this or forest fire this if he wants to open it up. We'll see what he goes for. But right now, IKillUDie's kind of got the ball in his court because he needs to put some pressure onto Brickhead, because Brickhead's kind of gotten away with quite a bit right now. We do see the spearman coming, going to be sniping a raiding cavalry, or just about does manage to pick that one off as the raiding cavalry retreating away. And the Spearmen do spot this, and now Brickhead's going to be making some throwing axemen as this is happening. We do see that the Auroch that I thought potentially could have gone IKillUDie's way there have ended up falling into Brickhead's hands, so he's going to be happy about that. And this Alfheim, which is normally a low hunt map, is kind of turned into a sort of a medium hunt or even arguably high hunt map here for Brickhead, who's managed to get 2 packs of deer, a pack of elk, and then 3 Auroch. And there's also a couple of elk over here as well that he could eat. So lots of hunt to be had. Ooh, almost lost that ox cart. Almost lost it. The Auroch does 12 damage, so it would have died. Pretty crazy. And we've got the houses up now, an armory coming up for Brickhead, who's going to be looking to go through Skadi, I assume. Though an early Njord here, an early Njord timing attack onto this town center would not be a bad idea. You get a mountain giant out, and you push through this, even if IKill gets to the heroic age at the same time, which he is going to the heroic age here. We've got Hathor coming through. Brickhead's not... He's actually pretty close. So if he could have clicked up at the same time, maybe cut a couple of these raiding cavalry, gone up with the units that he's got, he probably could have gone Njord here and timing attacked this town center, and potentially just clutched a win there with that. So I don't think that throwing axemen plus mountain giant plus walking woods would have been able to be defended by what IKillUDie is doing here. But it's not what he's going for. And we've seen the advance time just yet. Still not advancing. Still making some units. There's the Hathor. It's going to be an immediate Migdol stronghold. There is the what's that called? Always forget. Axe of Muspel coming straight out to deal with the rock. That's coming out, and the rock may just run straight over the throwing axeman here. This is going to be very close. The throwing axeman will spot the rock, but will Brickhead spot it? Is the question. No, he's completely running away from it. Now the dwarves moving over onto this gold mine may mean that Brickhead is going to get locusted, and he may lose a lot. And he's actually going for that third town center here, and he's gone through Skadi now. 35%, getting that mountain giant out to defend this is going to be key. But he's a little bit late. Town center will be up. I love these walls over here to prevent IKill from grabbing this town center as well. Really nice. But we do see this relic here. Still not getting grabbed. Amulet for fastest. Very strong relic here. Now IKill flying around, sees this gold mine in the corner, going to come straight past here. The huge line of sight from this rock will be revealing this gold mine, and I can guarantee you that a locust will be coming down onto this one, and it's going to hurt a lot unless Brickhead gets lucky with his dwarves here. Will still the Bitsukos get dropped? No, IKill not paying attention. He turns around, drops down. There's the locust, and he picks off 4 dwarves there. And the rest going to be getting away. That's a pretty good outcome there. 5 dwarf pickoffs. 6 if he hits that one. So 5 dwarf pickoffs there. The frost giant does pop out here. Going to come over and try and pick off this. There are more raids here from IKillUDie. Very nice play from him there. Hillfort coming up now for Brickhead. As the frost giant coming over. Going to try and stop the Bitsukos. He gets picked up. That's gotta hurt there. Was almost shutting down that initial rock raid, and now the dwarves moving forward onto this gold mine here. There's only 10 of them left. Absolutely brutal. So many resources lost on that one, but the Hillfort just about to come up now for Brickhead, and he does still have his frost. So he's not that far behind. You see the throwing axeman getting sniped here by these chariot archers. The Hillfort is up though. Should be able to pick off maybe one of those chariot archers. Gets a little bit unlucky there, as the chariot archers do manage to get away at this point. Now we've got the siege tower coming in. Can utilize this frost giant to defend against that. We've got Huskar coming out now, so it's going to mean that IKillUDie needs to be building some axemen out of here. He's making some siege towers. He's not making axemen. He's not making anything else. And he needs to make some priests as well to deal with this frost giant spam that will be coming. Surprised to see it hasn't already come. More raids onto this location over here. Throwing axeman, going to try and come over here to pick this one off. We've got the rain coming in as these as more units flying in here. Just does get picked off. And now the Huskar doing a lot of damage. There's more raids onto this location over here. Lots of units attacking this. The throwing axemen do get pulled from the front over here. And the ox cart's getting very low, as that back ox cart does get picked off. And Brickhead trying to research quarry here. May be able to reduce the Hersa, has clicked onto that Bitsukos, but does get sniped by those chariot archers. Now, nice micro from IKillUDie, pulling those throwing axemen into here. Meanwhile, Brickhead trying to defend over on this spot here. He's running straight into that wall there, but the throwing axeman should be able to clean this up. If he can maybe target this rock down as well with those throwing axemen, he should be okay. He's going to attempt to clean this all up. Oh, he's not attacking the units. He's trying to. And IKillUDie, yet again, trying to push in onto this this hill fort here. There's still the rain. The rain can be... once the rain's over, we can see a frost coming in. Now the frost giant coming in onto this Patsukos over here. Going to attempt to come over and pick that one off. But more dwarves are getting picked off here as Brickhead has to pull villagers off of that location there onto the gold mine. And we see the Patsukos picking up that... Oh, sorry, the rock picking up that Patsukos. Yet again, another dwarf falling here. There's the frost on this location as Brickhead's using that to kind of sort of just defend here. And Patsukos drops down yet again, trying to pick off these dwarfs. But the frost giant does manage to get it. That should be enough to pick this one off. I'm pretty sure the frost lasts 20 seconds and the recharge time is 20 seconds. So every time it comes out, it should be frosted immediately. So there's no problems there. And now everything else should be... I think Brickhead should be okay here. He's taken a lot of damage, but he's been on 3 town centers. So even though he's... Not only has he been on 3 town centers, but he's also got the Norse economy. And if you play with the Norse economy correctly and you have your ox carts right next to your villages, you can effectively have Atlantean-style economy, except stronger because your units are stronger. There's the Osiris, though, from IKillUDie. This changes things completely here because now Catapult can come out. You can start pushing through this pretty severely. If we check out the resources for Brickhead, he's very low, not getting anything. We see Skin of the Rhino, Fortified Town Centers, Carpenters, Copper Shields coming through for IKillUDie. He's now marching forward, and this hill fort is at 100 HP as Brickhead is trying to keep it alive. We do see some villagers going after this town center, but Brickhead not going to allow it. Moving in with these units, we have a mummy coming over here that will be able to snipe that frost giant there, and he does click on it. So the frost giant, whoa, I tell a lie, he misclicked. Frost giant, click on the mummy. Brickhead, mummy, he does, he clicks on it. No, he doesn't, he clicks on the minion. And now the mummy will get his special attack back by the time this frost giant gets away, and that's a dead frost giant, which is always very, very sad. We see the catapults now coming in onto this town center as Brickhead is going to be retreating away from him. He could actually run these Huskarl in and try and take this town center for himself, which it looks like is what he's actually going to go for. And he's spreading out his villages nicely though. Another armory coming down. We've got a market up in the corner for Brickhead. More villagers pumping out. We've got raiding cavalry retreating to the home base. Got fortified town centers coming in. Villagers surrounded by the Huskarl, which are no slouches. 8.8 damage. We're pushing these villagers back here. And the town center going IKillUDie's way. And now axemen and chariot archers coming over here to prevent this town center from going up. Had Brickhead thrown up a wall here, he might have actually been able to get it up, but he's just going for it. And IKillUDie is not going to be allowing this one. Not excuse me, holy. That was fun. IKillUDie not going to be allowing Brickhead to get this town center with those axemen. It's going to be enough to push him back. He does have a way out though in that wall. I was sniping another villager. No, that's the villager live. 2 HP. Raiding cavalry coming here. Going to be able to... I'm not sure what he's going for there. This is going to be a tough one for Brickhead to come back from, but the Balder is incoming, and now we've got rock raids. Catapult, rock raids here. And they pick off the temple as well. So Brickhead's not going to get a free fire giant, which would generally be good to deal with this rock raid here, because you pick off the rock very, very easily. And now the rock coming over here, and look to try and take down the town center, which is which is going through Balder. And the raiding cavalry coming in here, and the rock picks them up. They do a big amount of damage to the town center, fly somewhere else. This is the ultimate of abuse here. We see the temple is up, so Brickhead will get his free fire giant over here, which can be used to pick this off. There's the Ragnarok from Brickhead. Very early, 287 population. Lots of resources in the bank, though, surprisingly. Surprising amount of resources in the bank here. Now the rock's just going to leave this location for the time being. And we'll see if IKillUDie can defend against this or not. This is going to be a tough one for Brickhead to really pull out of his hat, because he needs to work out where he needs to attack, which is pretty much this location over here and this location over here for that gold mine in the corner. Well, but the son of Osiris not paying attention to it. He's going to take a lot of damage to these heroes of Ragnarok here. And Brickhead trying to send everything in. This is gigantic if we can pick this one off. This is the big unit that deals with Ragnarok very, very nicely. Going to be retreating away, but Brickhead does not pay attention to it. And here comes the Rock yet again to save the day. And picks that obscenely out of position son of Osiris up and brings him to safety. Now I've got the Rag heroes. For some reason, only 11 of them going after a town center. It's not quite enough. He does have almost full bronze. It does take out that middle town center there. Fire giant coming in as well for Brickhead, he's still sitting with 230 population. I think he started at, what, 240? So he hasn't lost that many units so far. Or was it 280? I think it was 280. And how the priest popping out, picking these units off for free. It's very sad to see that one. And IKillUDie. Well, Brickhead's grabbing his town center, but IKillUDie is losing this entire forward base here. And is there a trade route for Brickhead? No, he's got a lot of idle military though. And we do see the Rock coming back, and that's why he's got idle military here. So he can send these raiding cavalry in, see if he can do some damage. And he does prevent the Rock raid to start with. More towers going up everywhere. We are seeing an armory getting picked off here as the Rag heroes coming into this location yet again, trying to take it down. 15.4 damage per second is a lot. And this Rock is just chilling over here. He could have just sent it. Where's his thrown axeman? Always have thrown axeman. There's a lot of population in here. 4 population, so 20 population in catapult, plus 3, so 23 population in this rock here. So if it doesn't get any value, that's huge, right? We are seeing the Rag army going after this location now. We will see this town center getting very close to dying, but only 3 Rag heroes on it. It's not quite enough. And Brickhead pushing through now, trying to maybe go for some raids here. He could come over and pick off a lot of these villagers. Looks like IKillUDie does not know about this gold mine in the corner here. And in fact, IKillUDie is currently gold starved. This is absolutely huge for Brickhead. IKillUDie is gold starved. So he may, if he can pick off this army here, it's 900 gold left here. You see the fire giant getting wasted a little bit there. Being sniped. Brickhead's army dying very, very fast. The Rag heroes come over here. The villagers getting pushed back. Yeah, and Brickhead taps out. I don't think you've realized. I mean, obviously, it's tough to realize that your opponent is gold starved here. If you look at IKill's vision, he obviously didn't know about this gold mine, but he did know about this gold mine here. 4,000 wood in the bank. But I feel like Brickhead could have waited a bit on this fight here. And had he picked off the son of Osiris, he probably had a pretty good chance to not win straight off the Ragnarok, but maybe like take get the recovery in there and then go to late game against go against the late game Ra with the Odin. It's definitely winnable, but did not do it. Nice defense from IKillUDie. Nice Rock usage there. Not much more to say. If you enjoyed this game, please hit the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button to see my videos as soon as they come out. My name's Boyd, and I'll see you guys in the next game.